Welcome, witches and wizards. So why don't we turn this into a bit of a body scan? Druid tree, isn't that like licking trees? So, find somewhere comfortable to lie down or sit down. Let's engage our breath. Allow ourselves to sink in to whatever we are lying or sitting down in. And let's put on our walking boots. We don't quite know what the weather's going to be like, so a light jacket, waterproof, windproof, but not too heavy. You don't want to be slowed down. Even if you have trouble walking in the real world, know that in your mind, your legs are working perfectly fine. Let's shrink ourselves down. Place ourselves in our right foot. Yet once you're in there, it doesn't look like flesh and bones. You find yourself on a rocky beach. You playfully jump from every rock, or over every rock, not worrying about where you're going. You know you're heading towards the ankle, but you're not worried about how you get there. You find a rock that's almost too high to climb or get over. And yet you have a bright idea that with the sheet of sandpaper in your pocket, you'll file the rock down until you can climb completely on top of it. Or even just file in foot markings so you can climb up the rock and get over it. As we get to our ankle, we're moving away from the ocean. We notice grass start to appear between the rocks. It's soft on your feet. You'll feel the rocks in between. But it's bearable. And as we move, gliding through with our toes, even through our boots, we're able to feel the grass in between our toes. We obviously have open, capped boots on. We reach our calf. Bushes begin to form. Small enough they're almost in your way. You could easily step on them, but you don't wish to. You elegantly bounce around, taking one step at a time, making sure not to hurt any of the bushes. In your right calf. Doing twirls, almost dancing, one step at a time. Then when we get to the knee, there's a monument, a small pyramid. Just tall enough so you can't see over it, but you can easily move around it. But you take a moment, you climb up to the top of the pyramid and you look back at what you have already traveled. You can still see the sea behind you. Now moving into your hamstrings and quads, past the monument, a wood begins to form. There is still thick vegetation, but there are now trees. In your way, soft enough that you're able to push past them, and they will still bend and move, but tall enough that they'll also bounce back and whip you on your back. Keep pace. Just enjoying the nature around you. You squint a little and all you see is green. A 100 different shades of green, but it is all green. And then we get to our hips. There is a large red volcano right in front of us. And yet you are not scared. You continue to walk up it. You can see down still to the sea, but also how the path is very similar on your left leg, past the trees, the bushes, the stones and the pebbles, and the sea down your left leg. Climbing to the top of the volcano, you get feelings of fear, anxiety, that you are not safe. Remember, this world you control. So you let your body fall into the lavas below. Realize not only are you able to swim in what feels like honey, but you can breathe in it too. You swim from caves, passing by beautiful crystals made from the heated rock. We find a tablet on one of the walls in the cave, moving up towards our stomach. It is an orange tablet, which makes no sense to you. And yet, when you read it out loud, even though you don't understand the words, it brings you great joy, like you've learned something new, like you're moving in the right direction. And you know you'll be able to tap into this message creatively in your future. You then resurface, realizing you're now in a crystal clear lake. Water is still, even though you're trying to splash around. We are hovering over our abs, heading towards the solar plexus. And so we swim, we continue swimming towards the other side of the lake, where, as we get closer, the tide begins to move, waves form, you're being pushed, swirled in all different kinds of directions, but you are persistent. Having the side of the lake, the water once again goes completely still. It shines a beautiful yellow. You realize the waves are your motivation. The moment you had made it over to the other side, you could accept everything that has happened to you and will happen to you. As we begin to walk away, the beautiful still lake, the ground underneath us almost turns into a desert. You feel the sand under your feet. The dunes all around you. You see two camels walking peacefully in what looks like the middle of nowhere. Walking towards the camels. One of them gets down and offers you its back. You get on top. And even though you are in a barren wasteland with no water for miles, with the company of these two camels, you don't feel alone. You feel loved, and you believe anything is possible moving forward. The very sand under the camel's feet turned green. It is still very much sand. You can taste the moisture in the air. An oasis opens up in front of you towards your throat chakra. And yet you are still. You patiently wait. As you get closer, you realize the truth. And you tell your camel friends that this is merely a mirage. And that you have no doubt there will be water very soon if we just continue going north towards our third eye. And after a little bit of walking, after seeing no water, the camel you are on almost trips and you fall off laughing in the sand. But you are no longer in sand. You fell into a small stream. Your intuition was right. You are now at your third eye. You make sure all three of you are fed or full of water. And then you part ways. As we are on the final stretch towards the crown. The very world around you, even though you know you're still inside your body, seems to disappear. The earth under your feet, the sky above you, the clothes on your chest, clothes on your body. You are now naked in a white room. You are unable to determine distance. All you know is you are here. Then your body starts to disappear. Your hand, hips disappear, your chest. Finally, your face. And yet, we are still present. We are still aware of the world around us. And as everything starts to go dark, you know the next story is only just about to begin. Let's slowly move our toes and fingers. Back into the room by opening your eyes. Thank you. But from me, stay kind, stay cute, stay curious, my friends, and I will see you all very soon.